All right, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, folks. Thank you for being here, kicking it off with me today. We are going to be working on the pumpkin monsters some more, of course, finishing up this week. They'll be done on Thursday, no doubt. Today, we're going to focus on the teeth, but we'll talk about that and more in just a few. We're going to get the ad break out of the way and get this show started. Thank you for being here to kick things off with me today, and I'll see you in just a few. We got about 55 seconds on the ad break. All right.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
There it is. Let's get to it. Guys, happy Tuesday to you. Welcome in. I hope your week is treating you well. Ours has been productive so far already. We got a lot done on the pumpkins yesterday. I was a little bit concerned coming into stream yesterday that we were going to be running a little bit behind. And I was worried that we weren't going to be able to finish them up this week. But now I'm at a position where I kind of have to pace myself, which is fine because I've really been working hard on all the things between Feral Moon stuff, the website, Patreon, stream stuff, projects, setting up Minchie's stream for her and doing artwork for her stuff. I've been a busy boy. So, you know what? A little bit of a light week this week isn't, maybe that's a good thing, you know? We finish up a project, kind of take it easy on the way out as we finish this up. And then next week we can start fresh with a brand new project. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get that one started. I I just didn't really want to have to start a new project at the end of a week and then have to wait several days to continue. So we're going to be starting that on Monday. That's the plan. Today we're going to focus on the teeth on these guys. We're going to start off with a bit of a thinned out gesso primer on the teeth. And then we'll start going in with our actual color coats and finish it up with a sepia wash across the teeth. And then once that dries, we'll hit it with a gloss varnish on the teeth and the gum line. After we finish the teeth, we'll do touch-ups on the gum line, and then we'll do that gloss varnish. And we'll see what the time's like at that point. Maybe we can do a few other odds and ends, but that's my focus today on these two. And from there, we've got pumpkin pimples to paint. We've got multiple coats of dry brushing on the stems, maybe some highlighting. We've got to do some contrast around the eyes here. Not a lot. And then some resin work on the mouths as a finishing touch. So I think we'll save the bulk of that for Thursday and have a nice solid stream on Thursday. Today we'll focus on those teeth and see where we are on time after we finish that up. So welcome in. Thank you guys for being here, kicking things off with me today. I certainly appreciate it. I think as far as announcements goes, emotes have been ordered. We've only got one open slot. Well, we will when I swap out the pumpkin emote, the spooky jack-o'-lantern emote. That being said, we are at 40 subscribers on the channel. Our next sub goal is 50. And if we hit 50, we unlock one animated and one static emote slot. And basically, for a little while now, I ordered 4 emotes. So for a little while now, unlock slots will automatically have something to put in those slots, you know. In the meantime, we'll kind of swap out lesser used emotes from time to time and do it that way just to kind of keep things fresh. So welcome in, Hugh. What's up, man? Designed by Joe's doing some lurking work, sadly. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Folks linked in the chat, designed by Joe there. Phenomenal creator and streamer here, a goldsmith on Twitch, making some awesome jewelry and things over there. So be sure to drop a follow, show some love. Check out Joe's stream. And no worries, Joe. I certainly appreciate the lurk, dude. And I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Rose is here. Welcome in, Rose. Happy Tuesday. Good morning to you. We're going to pause the music. We're going to pause that because we need to put that on shuffle. And honestly, I need to turn the music down anyways. So let's do the thing. Shuffle. There we go. Starting things off with Superstition. It's Stevie Wonder. Listening to the Spooky Sculpts playlist once again. It's still spooky week here. We got to finish up these pumpkins before we take down spooky season 2024, you know. So we will get those done this week, and then next week we'll come in with a fresh revised layout on the stream and kind of focus more on the fall elements of it all, you know. You, hello. How's it going, man? How's your week treating you? Rose is doing some painting. Very nice, very nice. We working on the beagle painting today, Rose? Using the new easel? Is that what we're doing? And real quick, you know what? I got to do the thing. We're going to do the thing real quick, folks. If you weren't aware, my partner and moderator on the channel here started streaming over this past weekend, and she's doing gaming streaming. So if you're into that, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in checking out, or if you just like to show some support, there is a shout out in the chat. Show some love to Minchie. She's at 41 follows, nearly to 50 already. So yeah, I don't know when her next stream's gonna be. It kind of just depends on how she's doing when she gets home from work and all of that, and if we've got anything going on. But I suspect at the very least you'll see another stream this weekend. I suspect. She's been playing Final Fantasy 16 and closing in on the ending there. I think she's probably going to be finishing that up in the next couple streams. Why is this brush so stiff? I rinsed it out. Let's hop over here and get things sorted. Oh, by the way, just, make sure you do the things. Make sure you do the things. Okay. Actually, we don't need the paint tray quite yet. Let's get these brushes over here and out of the way. Same with these paint sticks. Hello, Dan. Hello to you as well. Welcome in. How we doing today, sir? And folks, there's another creator you should be definitely following. Throwdan is a potter here on Twitch. Making some pottery on the wheels, some plates, some mugs, all sorts of things. And lately he's been dabbling with ceramic sculpting. So be sure to check out his stream, show some love over there. Dan's an awesome guy. And I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday, sir. Okay. First things first. Matte fluid medium, yep. And a gesso, we're going to dilute that. Thin that gesso out just a little bit. We don't want it to cake in the details on our teeth. Let me shake these up. I've been stressed. Oh, man. Been doing some plumbing, new taps, basin, etc. Dude, no, say no more. Now I totally understand you. That stress is absolutely warranted. Plumbing is awful. Plumbing is awful. I'm capable and have done numerous plumbing projects, but that does not mean I enjoyed it. We had a pipe leak, a pinhole in a T-joint on a pipe downstairs. I said to hell with that. I'm not messing with it. I paid way too much for a plumber to come in and fix it. He had the appropriate tools, power cutter, the whole 9 yards. He was done within 20 minutes. And then I paid like $200. Why don't pipes just fit together, right? And like messing with like sink plumbing underneath, man. Oh god. It just makes you want to punch things, Yeah. And like replacing the guts in a toilet, sometimes it goes smooth and it's no big deal, but sometimes it wants to do anything but cooperate. I was replacing the guts in this toilet in our upstairs bathroom last year, I think it was. Man, I could not for the life of me get that stupid thing to seal. And I didn't want to crank it down too much and break the freaking toilet, so I did call a plumber on that one. Like, look, I don't know why this seal isn't sealing. I don't want to break the ceramic. Can you guys come look at this thing? And we ended up getting it, but it was a fighter. It was a fighter. Specifically, it was the seal that rests between the tank and the actual like base of the toilet. And if you've ever replaced one of those, I don't know, man. I get nervous when I'm cranking that thing down. I'm afraid I'm going to break the tank, And that would be a mess. It all comes apart so easily, right? What's up, Rob? How's it going, man? Let's make sure. Yes, that was fluid medium. I wanted to make sure I wasn't using matte varnish instead of matte fluid medium. That would be bad. I don't think that would be what we're going for. Might need a bit more in there. It's still pretty thick. Gesso is pretty thick stuff, after all. Putting it back together, that's the real challenge. It is. It definitely is. Especially when it doesn't want to cooperate. There's some kind of goofy seal, and yeah, like I said, I didn't want to crank those bolts down too hard and break the tank. But we got it. That's what matters. But yeah, plumbing is no fun. So totally get that. I'm going to need to turn the fan on. So Rob, are you strapped in? Are we ready? Are we... America's waiting on its biopsy. You know, the biopsy results here. Oh God. I laugh. I'm just trying to ease the pain is all. uh, okay. Shall we use this little brush? I think we shall. Why is everything so saturated on this camera? I'm gonna have to look at this, man. Why? See how bright everything is? Like the colors are super saturated. I don't think I can adjust it while we're... Yeah, I can't. The program won't let me see the preview. You know what? Let me see something. That's all we can do. Yep. That's the truth. Image adjustments. Exposure, temperatures. No, that's fine. Saturation. Okay, it was at 100. Does this... Yep. Okay. All right. It works. We're going to put this at like 76. And bring that brightness down a tad bit. To like 80. That's better. That's better for right now. We'll leave it at that. I don't know why it changed. It could be my light settings. I might have accidentally goofed on that, but I'll worry about that at another time. For now, I just wanted to make that not super saturated and bright. And I think I achieved that, so. All right. Let's get some primer on these teeth. You know what? I don't want to use my good brushes for primers, so I'm going to set those aside. Let's get this fine brush ready as well. And like I said, I just want a nice light coat on the primer. Something just to make the paint stick a little bit better. White can be a bit of a hassle, as can yellow and various other lighter tones. And primer definitely helps reduce the amount of coats we're going to have to use. Bug Boy, what's up, man? Welcome in. How's my Tuesday? It's going well. I'm a little bit sleepy today, but I suppose that's to be expected. I suppose. I've been kind of going a little bit hard on stream work and graphics work for my stream and Menchie's and not a complaint. I've really been enjoying it, but it's one of those things where, we kind of talked about it yesterday. Like when you're enjoying yourself and it doesn't feel like work, sometimes it's hard to gauge when you need to take a break because you're enjoying yourself. It doesn't feel like you need a break, Like when a job is just sucking out your soul, it's pretty obvious, like I need a break. But when you're doing something you enjoy, it's a little bit different, isn't it? And that doesn't mean you don't need a break. So, yeah, it'll be a nice little slower, easy paced week. And I need to like check myself off stream also, Like last night, I played maybe 30 minutes of Call of Duty and I was like, I want to work on things. And so I pretty much did. I dabbled with, I'm working on cleaning up some things with the layout, like the background video. I'm working on a potential update to kind of clean up some things that I think could look better. So I've been playing around with that. Whether or not it comes to any kind of fruition, we'll see. But for right now, it's all just kind of concept stuff that I'm dabbling around with. Same general look, no change there. Just some things that I think I could clean up a bit. Always gotta tinker, I suppose. That's me. Bit of a workaholic. When I'm enjoying myself, man, yeah. It's or if I've got a project that I'm in the midst of, I have a horrible tendency to just throw myself at it relentlessly until it's done. It's same with like working on stuff around the house. If we've got a project, I'm just like full bore into that project, and it's a good thing for productivity and time's sake, but it's a bad thing for my personal well-being, and my back certainly doesn't appreciate it. And it's part of the reason why I'm probably can't stomach the thought of doing any more projects around the house right now, even after like 3 years since the last project, because I just went so hard. The thought of painting more, just, no. Although I've been saying I need to redo my kitchen for years, and I wanted to get it done this year, and I never got around to it. So I think next year I really need to commit to it, get it done. And then that way we can focus on some other projects around the house that I don't necessarily have to do myself. Namely, replacing some carpet and rebuilding a deck on the back of the house. But house stuff is so expensive, man. Call of Duty, what's up, Corpse? I've been enjoying it, but man, they brought Nuketown. Of course they did, right? Of course they did. They brought Nuketown into the game, and I've been, I like Nuketown. Who doesn't? So I've been playing that playlist, and dude, people are crazy on that playlist. I'll tell you what. I almost feel like half of these people are cheating because they're like shooting me as they walk around corners. Like, how did you know I was there? Just like every other duty game? Yeah, pretty much. You gotta have Nuketown, right? Been playing the same map for over a decade. It is a good map, though. It's fun, and that's why it's why everybody enjoys it. It's a good map. The new maps are pretty meh. That's my least favorite part about the new game is the maps. I like the game. I'm having fun with it, but I'll be honest, I can't wait for some new maps. There's a couple good ones, but some of them are just annoying. Yeah, back. Gonna start some soup. Nice. What kind of soup we having? I might have soup today, although it's supposed to be damn near 80 again. What the heck? I'm ready for fall temperatures and hoodie weather. You brought it. You gave us a little taste, and then you took it away. Damn you, Mother Nature. More aptly, damn you, humans and global warming. We might do another coat just because I'm putting it on so light. Plus, using a fine brush, it has a tendency to go on pretty light to begin with, so let that sit for a moment. I've also been, I reinstalled Midnight Suns. I really enjoyed that game. I got it when it came out. And then I got distracted with something and lost track of what I was doing and where I was at. So I've been kind of getting an itch to play it again. And yeah, it's a good time. I like that game. Might even stream a little bit of it maybe sometime. Because I would like to I would like to take a break from sculpting from time to time and just kind of chill and play some games and have fun. I could never do gaming streams regularly, but I think from time to time it'd be a fun time. Boy, if I was a game streamer, I'd be in trouble because I just don't get into many games these days. Stevie, what's up, man? Folks linked in the chat. There's a shout out for Stevie Seal, another creator and streamer here on the platform. Stevie does a variety of things, from model building, and working on his model trains and all that cool stuff. So be sure to show some love to Stevie. Stevie's a good dude. How's your Tuesday going, sir? Didn't sleep much last night. Spent most of the night coughing. Oh man, yeah. Stevie's got a cold. Man, I hope you get to feeling better. You taking anything for it? Get you some. I'll tell you, man. I swear by this stuff. First of all, emergency or airborne, something to get those vitamin C's and all that going. But Alka-Seltzer, wow, words. Alka-Seltzer cold, dude. I'm telling you. That stuff gets me and better than anything else at the very least. It sorts me right out. Might check out some of that if you haven't. Off work today, couldn't go to work like this. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. Beecham's capsules. Yeah, sometimes those help out. I just know, man, if I get sick, it's typically a cold and it gets me pretty good. And that's the one thing that definitely always helped me was Alka-Seltzer cold. Cuz when I get like I don't ever really get sick, you know? But like I said, when I do, it's typically a pretty bad cold. And when I get a cold, it gets in my sinuses. It makes me feel all disoriented and groggy and just loopy almost. And I hate it. I can't focus. Can't do any. I'm just worthless. And Alka-Seltzer sorts me out to where I can at least be semi-functional. Stops my eyes from burning and all that crap. Yeah, I hate colds. I'd rather have the flu, you know? I get the flu, I'm good within 12 hours, but colds last for days, if not weeks. Part of that's my fault. Not that I'm a smoker these days, but I do vape still. And when I was a smoker, it was infinitely worse. That cough would hang on for weeks. Bacon. Oh, barking. Bacon. What are you baking, Stevie? I'm barking worse than Mrs. Wrinkles? Oh, dear. Yeah, it's. I don't know, man. If the capsules don't help, maybe try some of that. Maybe try some of that Alka-Seltzer. I'm feeling a bit sleepy today too, Stevie. But I slept last night. Like I don't recall waking up even to get up and use the restroom. But I think it's just catching up with me. I've been working hard on a lot of things. And my mind's pretty much just been like hyper focused on stuff. That can be exhausting in itself, you know? Is that clay or is that paint or primer? I can't think that was a bit of primer. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make myself take it easy tomorrow. I've got an appointment and I've got a few errands to run. Of course, Wednesdays aren't stream days for me unless it's a pop-up stream. But we don't have the work right now to allow for a pop-up stream anyways. I'm really pacing myself to finish this up on Thursday. And I don't want to start the new project until next week, of course. So I think tomorrow I'm just going to kind of make myself take it easy. Try not to worry about working on anything and kind of relax. Fire Shadow, what's up, man? Whoops. One of my brushes fell. That'll be fine. That's one of my good ones. We don't need those right now. How's Fire Shadow today? Fire Shadow, did you see that a certain fox is doing the streaming things now? Not much. Waiting for a text or phone call from my manager. What, you might have to go into work or what? How's Feral? I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Good day, just tired. Waiting on our, national biopsy results, like everyone else. Wait, what? I did not see that. Yep. Possible discrepancy in lotto. Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Trying to sort out what's going on there. That's funny. I had a not long ago. Let's see. I think it was last month or the month before. Is whenever I took my last trip to the dispensary, which is about every other month. I got a phone call from the dispensary. Like, did you get this exact product? They were trying to figure out a discrepancy of some missing items. I'm like, nope, I got what I ordered. All right, I think that's good. Let those dry. Our next thing is going to be mixing up our tooth paint. Tooth paint. We don't want, white, right? So what I'm thinking, I like this linen. And so I'm thinking white with a dab or two of this linen, just to desaturate that, make it more of a bone white. And then add a drop of this hazy moon, like a little bit, just to kind of give it a yellow. A little, like a yellow hue, not yellow. That's the idea. Possible discrepancy. Yeah. She's checking the cameras. Gotcha. I think there's 5 places we don't have security cameras in the store. Well, hopefully it's sorted out. Hopefully get that sorted out. We'll mix our colors and then we'll add a fluid medium. May take her a bit. She has to go back at 8 a.m. Oh boy. Other than that, you off today, Fire Shadow? And yeah, Minchie started streaming over the weekend. I helped her set up all of her stream stuff and all that fun stuff. Worked till about 3. Ah, gotcha. Might be a while before you see Super Genius again. Why is that? What happened? I was just thinking, I was kind of surprised I didn't see him yesterday. And then poor Captain Shires had car troubles yesterday. His car broke down. That's why he wasn't here. He was having a true Monday for sure. Great. He's checked himself into the hospital. Wait, is everything okay? Or a mental health check? If so, if that's the case, then good for him. It takes a lot to do that. And if he felt that that's what he needed and he took that step, you know, like I said, good for him. If it's something else, then that's terrible and I'm sorry to hear. Hopefully he's all right. I'll send him a message. In fact, let me make a note because by the time I finish streaming, you know, my brain is mush. Note made. I think he's having a kind of breakdown. All in my Discord. Pop in and check. Yeah, I'll send him a message. I don't know him super well, but I totally understand struggles with mental health, as some of you guys know. Totally get it. I've been forcibly hospitalized. It was a joke. Like people handling things the way, like entirely the wrong way, but I've been through it. I've been through it. So we might need a little bit more of that. In fact, let's mix that first. Mean a lot to him. Might be a while before he can reply. Yeah, I understand. Well, I hope wherever he's at, they've got good staff and I treat him with the care that he needs. And I hope that he finds some healing there, you know. It's a tough thing, mental health, because not everything is the same for everybody, and you know, a treatment that works for some people may not be the best for others. Like me being in the hospital is my personal hell, for instance, you know. I'm better off just leave me be. To you know, maybe I find somebody to talk to that can help. But other than that, I just need to be left alone. I need to be on my own, and I just need some time, you know. But for others, it's not the same, and I totally get that. And that's why it's so very hard to deal with mental health, because nothing's written in stone, you know. Even when it comes to the medication works phenomenally for some people. I for years was on a series, various different meds, too many to even list, trying to find something that works, and it was varying degrees of no help at all to just making things worse because I felt like a zombie, and I would rather feel the extremes than nothing at all, you know. Um, it's a tough battle for anyone, but it's not an impossible battle. Yeah, I've been fighting with this bullshit for over a decade now, and I've lost friends to this very thing. Let me hit that with a light. I think that'll do. Let's hit some, let's hit a drop of yellow in there, mix that up. And as to not risk overdoing it, let's, first of all, let's clean this mix stick off. And I'm just going to put a dab right on here. I don't know. My biggest recommendation to anybody struggling with mental health is, and it's not easy, man. Maybe you'll luck out. I kind of lucked out. It didn't happen instantaneously. It took a few tries to find the right person, but I found a therapist that I've been seeing for over a decade now. And, you know, does it cure everything? No, but it's somebody that sees me for who I am, acknowledges me for who I am outside of my mental health struggles. And that alone is a huge help, you know? Just to have somebody that you can talk to comfortably. You know, a lot of times it's frustrating dealing with mental health because if you're open and honest about how you're feeling, oftentimes you get a knock at the door for a wellness check or some nonsense like that. Like, how can you have an open and honest conversation when you have to worry about that kind of response? And I'm fortunate to have a therapist that knows me well enough that over the years I've been able to openly talk to her. Like, this is how I'm feeling. And she knows that and trusts that I'm able to make the call. Like, if it gets too bad, that I'll take the steps needed to not be a potential risk to myself, you know? Shoot, I am going to need that brush. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go in. We've got our color mixed up here. It's kind of, oh, you can see it better there. So not white, a little bit of a yellow hue, almost a bone white mix there. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely, especially once we get the wash on there. Oh, you know what? Silly me. I didn't put any flow medium in this, which is why this is going on so thick. So I just need to be careful and spread this out. And then we'll get flow medium mixed in there. Just a couple dabs. We don't want to overdo it with a light color. There it is. Matte fluid medium. Okay. Not varnish. All right. Let's mix that up. We got some doors. Yep. The doors. I used to have people on multiple occasions told me I sound like him, and I don't see it personally. I don't. Okay, let's try that. Much better. I don't mind if we have to do 2 coats. I just don't want it going on thick. You know that varnish is only 1 letter away from disappearing? Let's hope it doesn't. I need it. I think I do need... I think I'm getting low on my matte varnish. Not super low, but definitely getting to the point where I need to consider getting a replacement bottle. I think the flow medium's getting a bit low too. By the way, all the support on the stream, I was looking through Twitch dashboard stuff last night. All the support on the stream has literally helped me cover the cost of all the things that I've been doing for the stream lately. Website, emotes, all the things. So thank you guys for that. Truly do appreciate it. I kind of, this past month, I really just kind of started investing a bit of my money into various things, and the stream has paid me back. So thank you. And we do have 4 new emotes on the way. We won't be able to slot all of them right away. We'll swap out some of the lesser used ones from time to time just to keep things fresh. All of them will be available in Discord, of course, but right now we've only got 1 slot. The spooky emote, the jack-o'-lantern, the seasonal emote that I made or had made, that will be going away for the, you know, until next spooky season. And we'll put one of the new ones in its place, and then if we hit our follower goal of 50, that'll unlock another sub slot or emote slot as well, because we hit the sub, you know, criteria to unlock if we hit the goal. So but for now, like I said, we'll just swap out some of the lesser used emotes. But we got some fun ones. We got some fun ones that are coming. They're all static. We don't have any, unfortunately, we don't have any open animated slots, but if we hit 50, we'll get 1 more of those too. So kind of a perfect day to do teeth, you know, have a bit of a shorter stream today, but I don't have to rush to get as much progress done. This is kind of working out quite well. This is, you know, little detail areas like this do take some time. Kind of nice to just kind of chill and go with a nice smooth pace. Soup's on. Nice. Nice corpse. What kind of soup we having? I'm going to finish up this top row, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a drink break. Then we'll do the bottom. And we'll probably go back and do a second coat. Then we've got the other one to do, of course, as well. Just like winter vegetables with some tiger bread. Nice. I've only got some canned soup. I don't have any good soup. But might have some of that. We'll see. It's kind of warm today though for soup, which is a shame because it's what I was planning on for today until I saw it was supposed to be warm. Maybe I'll just have some pasta for dinner. I definitely need to take a little bit of a drink break after this because doing this fine detail, I tend to tense up and my fingers starts getting a little bit crampy. Less so with these new brushes because they've got these bevels, but like right here, for instance, I'm holding it down towards the tip just because I feel like I have more control that way. And starts to get a little bit crampy. few places that we'll touch up on the gums because I'm just kind of closing the gap that was left between the tooth and the gum line. But not a big deal. I'd already anticipated some of that. It's kind of just factored into the workflow at this point. Okay. Rinse this brush quick. We're going to take a quick drink break. And we've got ads coming up anyways. Yep. 2.5 minutes. So first hour already gone. My goodness. Time to start cooking for lunch. Yay me. Oh boy. What's for lunch today? By the way, I think Twitch sorted things out. We're not dropping frames today. 0 frames like normal. So that was definitely internet or Twitch yesterday, as I suspected.
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
And we are already at that time. Our first hour of the day has passed us, but we're making good progress. We've got our primer done. We've got our first coat on some of our teeth, and I'm already liking the way he's looking. Look at that. I freaking love these guys, man. I'm really happy with how they're turning out. Like I said, we'll be finishing these guys up between today and Thursday's stream. I'll be filming the showcase. Monday, we start a new project. I'm super excited. If you are sub to the channel or on Patreon, behind the scenes is where you want to be to find out what those projects are going to be. Also, patrons. I think I'm going to make the showcase videos or any other videos that I post kind of be early access for a couple days or like 24-hour period on Patreon. I think I will be able to do that. We'll try it out with the showcase and see how it goes. And if it's feasible and reasonable, I will just continue to do that for the foreseeable future. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I very much appreciate it. We got ads coming up 3 minutes at the top of the hour. We only do ad breaks once an hour. And then we'll get right back to work. Gonna throw some links at you quick to the main YouTube channel and to the website where you can find all my social links, including Patreon and all that good stuff. So check those out. And we'll put the break screen up. It's a great opportunity to stand up, grab a stretch, snack break, drinks, all that good stuff. And I will see you in just a few minutes. Thank you for being here. Oh man, I just saw the meme that Captain Windwalker posted in Discord. 15 seconds on the ad break.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
All right, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Let me get my windows in order here. Look at this meme. Made me laugh. Made me got a little chuckle out of me. 15 seconds. What? Ancient Egyptians placing health packs, weapons, and ammo around their tombs so Lara Croft can use them one day. Oh god. I never thought about it while playing those games, honestly. Never thought about it, but that is pretty absurd. Also, Ragnar, I saw you join the Discord there. I got you all set up with your Raven role for access. Thank you for joining and welcome in. And let's get back to it, shall we? Now it looks dark. Why does it look dark? Oh my god. This camera is going to be the death of me. Let me check. Let me check the things. Freaking fancy webcam. My cheap webcam is better than this one. Make sure all the auto settings. Yeah, everything is manual. There's nothing on auto. Let's go to 85 on brightness. That's a bit better. Let's go to 87, 88. I'll take it. I'll accept it. Okay. Let's get back to it, shall we? What, did you think it was longer there, Corpse, than 15 seconds? You didn't even have an ad break, sir. You're subscribed to the channel. You know what? We're going to go upside down. I much prefer to do my little swoosh at the gum line from this angle than trying to do it downward. So, if possible, I try to do it this way. We'll give these guys a pass with the light on the second coat, just to make sure there's nothing hiding in the shadows that doesn't have paint. It's very easy to miss those spots. We're working with 3D medium, you know, especially when there's already some shadow effect going on. Like this tooth right here, I did not get this inside portion. the only thing. I love doing teeth, you know. Painting teeth. Not quite as fun. Not quite as fun. It's great when it's done, though. That's why I said it. Damn it, Starlight canceled on the Comic-Con next weekend because of work. Now I'm only getting photos with 2 people. Uh-oh. No, you're not meeting Starlight, huh? Who's the other 2 people? Yeah, this brush is getting goofy. Let's... Felicia Day and Dogpool. Nice. Felicia Day. Felicia Day. I know that name, and I know her work. Why can I not? What's her most prominent work? Because I feel like I know. I know the name. I can't picture her face, but it's one of those where I know when is the moment I see her face, I'd be like, oh yeah, duh. Wasn't she in Supernatural, or was that somebody else? She streams. Yeah, she streams, right? And she does a bunch of voice work and acting. Made Felicia Day a little present. It's a worry anxiety stone, but I included a tiny photo of Will Wheaton. Nice. She's done lots of little roles, but mostly the Guild and Supernatural. Okay, I thought so. I enjoyed Supernatural. I never watched the final season. I don't know why. I just never got around to it, but I liked it. It was a fun show. Most of the time. There's a couple really bad seasons for sure, but couple seasons I really had to grit my teeth to get through. But it definitely improved after that. I think it was like season 7, season 8, somewhere in that range. But hey man, for a show to get 7 seasons in before having a shitty season, that's pretty good. Arrow didn't make it 4 seasons before they tried to ruin everything. Thankfully, they improved on that a bit too. It never got back true to form, but it was better than season 4. Season 4 of Arrow was oof. It was a rough one. She streams on Twitch too. Yeah, yeah. I think it's funny that Jason Mewes streams on Twitch. I'd watch him more if he played something other than freaking Fortnite. I can't stand Fortnite. I'm sorry. I can't. Part of that is just because it left a bad taste in my mouth because I paid money for the game when it was a co-op survival shooter.
High five.
And then they kind of abandoned that for the battle royale stuff. And I felt a little bit cheated, you know? Especially considering I did not like that game for competitive gunplay. It just did not feel good compared to other BR games that were out there. And I met him and Kevin earlier in the year or last year, I forget. Dude, that's great. That's awesome. I've never met Kevin Smith, but I'll show you something in a minute. I love Kevin Smith. I think lately he's kind of been a little bit off form, but you know, I'm not one to judge. I know he's dealing with things. I know sobriety and all of that. But yeah, I like Kevin Smith. I want to watch 4:30 movie. I just don't want to. I don't want to commit to buying it right now, and that's the only way to watch it. Is at least as far as I've seen. Last I saw, there was only an option to buy it, not rent it. Yeah, I need a little bit of a step away here for a second anyways, because that a real fine painting, it's nice to take a little bit of a break every now and then. Let me show you something, Corpse. Kevin was awesome. Hugged everyone, talked to you. Not many people do that. Yeah, dude, he's such like that's one of the reasons why I love Kevin Smith. He's doing like everything I wanted to do. You know what I mean? He's doing what I always wanted to do growing up. He's doing it with people he loves and friends of his, and he's doing it because he loves it. You know what I mean? You don't even have to put out movies I enjoy at that point, and I'm gonna have some respect for you. You know what I mean? I did get this. I ordered Clerks 3, the autographed version. It came with like a little pen, a little collector's pen too. But yep, I got Clerks 3. Um, autographed. I had to, you know? Yeah, yeah. I wish I could get something signed in person, but as much as I love the idea, and I think that Comic Con could be a lot of fun, the crowds are what I couldn't do it, you know? Crowds are too much, especially those kind of crowds. I think the only exception is if I could find like a smaller convention that's not something super huge. But then, you know, the guest appearances are hit and miss at best. I do wish I would have gone a few years ago to the one. There was one in Cleveland, and Michael Rooker was there. That would have been so cool. I hear he's like a super awesome guy. I mean, he's Mary Poppins, y'all. He's pretty cool. Crowds are not great. I agree. Yeah, yeah. Environments like that, dude. Man, it's absolute sensory overload, and I'm just on edge and tense. And then that leads to tension pains. It's just not a good time. It's not a good time. So, yeah, conventions are not really something I can do. And if I did, I'd be paying the price and probably just not having a good day or ruining the day for the people with me, you know? So I just avoid circumstances like that where it could potentially be an issue. Because there's nothing worse than like getting somewhere. Is that a rose? There's a rose. I know you've been here, Rose. Um, forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, there's nothing worse than like being the one that you go somewhere and then like you have an anxiety episode and you're with somebody and then you're like, I gotta go, I'm sorry, and then you ruin the experience for someone else. You know, for me, it's whatever, but I don't want to ruin it for somebody else. And then that creates its own anxiety, you know? Coat one done on that one. Now we got this guy to do. He's got less teeth. That'll go a little bit quicker. Then we'll do a second coat. It's the experience of meeting those people. Yeah. Yeah. I've been good putting the painting stuff down to eat food before going out. Nice. Going out, you got some errands to tend to, Rose? Or any dinner plans or something? And thank you guys for hanging out. Lurkers, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Not a lot of exciting stuff to look at here today, you know, just painting, but I hope the company is good enough to compensate. I certainly enjoy the conversations we have here, so. I'm gonna be kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. When Spooky Week here is done, I'm gonna be kind of sad to say goodbye to the Spooky Sculpts playlist. You know, I've really been enjoying this playlist. Do we have to do a Christmas playlist, chat? Do we need to do a Christmas playlist? If we do, it would have to be like, we should do like punk rock covers or something, rock covers of Christmas songs. Nobody wants to listen to the same old stuff. I certainly don't. Christmas truce sabaton. I do like Christmas, but I'm one of those people that'll listen to Christmas songs all year round. Uh, struggling to think of an example, but you know, dude, more than the commercial Christmas music, I do love some of the classics, like some of the instrumentals. You know, and the same affinity that I have for like Danse Macabre or Macabre, however you want to say it. Um, I freaking love that song. I've loved that song since I was a kid, you know? When I was first, I think I was exposed to that in like kindergarten during Halloween season or something. And I was always kind of just taken by that music. I really like it. And the same with some of the Christmas music. I think like a good instrumental of Drummer Boy is freaking awesome. Uh, it's truly like the Mariah Carey songs and the poppy and commercial music that I can't deal with it. You hear it in the stores, they start playing it too early. Ugh. Carol of the Bells. Carol of the Bells is another good one. Yep. Yeah, I like that one. Some Trans-Siberian Orchestra is always fun. Tabukin. God dang, those are wicked. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, working on finishing these guys up this week. Between today and Thursday's stream, we should be all set with these guys. Today we're focusing on getting these teeth done. And then Thursday will be some finishing touches with resin and some highlights and detailing. But today we're going to get these teeth done, do some touch-ups, and get our varnish, our gloss varnish on the teeth. Something I did with the candy corn monsters that I made previous to these guys. And I really like how it turned out. So gloss varnish on the teeth it is, followed by a little bit of resin. Oh no. Oh no. Hold up. Phew. We almost had a travesty. Almost had a travesty. It's funny because that is not the sound effect from the stream. That's just the song with the same Vincent Price laugh. Be sweet to have those in a pumpkin patch diorama. Yeah, I do love making some dioramas. So eventually, Tabukin, I plan next year we're going to be making more of these, and we're going to start a little bit earlier. And by that point, I want to have my hand, into some molding and casting so that we can make these kind of a series and I can sell them. Because I really do enjoy making these. You can see, actually, yeah, you can on this camera. Right here was my first YouTube video, this pumpkin here. And that was from 2022. And just kind of going back to some older projects that I enjoyed that I think I can do better with new techniques and experience. And it's been a lot of fun. What are we barking him for, Hugh? Oh, we're barking at the moon. I see. I see. I got you, Hugh. Yeah, this guy will probably have a bit more gum touch up after we're done with the teeth, because there's some actual like recesses in between the gum line and the teeth that I'm trying to fill with color as we go. So we'll kind of touch those up if need be. I feel like I would want all the variations of the pumpkins, like collecting Pokemons. Well, that's one thing. Like one of the reasons why I want to get into molding and casting, because number one, it'll let me replicate things, um, and number two, it'll be something where I can sell my work at a little bit more of a reasonable price than what I would have to charge for the time and everything for an original, like the actual sculpt. So I hate trying to think even think about pricing stuff. So it feels like that would be a little bit easier for everybody, myself included. You know, price the castings to pay for the materials, and you know, a little bit of markup for myself, but something within reason, as opposed to charging hourly on the project. And yeah, I can add up quick even at a respectable rate. Plus, I think it would just be cool to be able to replicate my work, and multiple people can own something I made. And so that's definitely on my list of new things to get into next year. Got projects lined up for the remainder of this year, and to carry us into next year. One of the big focuses on this project, for instance, was, like, if you can see on this pumpkin, his mouth is open. It was a nightmare to paint. These candy corn monsters, big open mouth, nightmare to paint. I love sculpting this way though, because you got this cavity with a bunch of detail in there. It just adds some depth to it. But boy, is it a nightmare to paint. So my focus going into this project was make teeth in a mouth that I'm happy with, but also it's closed and not a nightmare to paint. And I've done mostly pretty good. A few things that I think I could address in a future iteration, but nothing serious. My grandma would make molds. I remember painting and heating the molds in a furnace. Liquid clay was so fun to pour. So like an oil-based clay that kind of you heat up to make it malleable and all that, I'm assuming. Yeah, once I get into molding and casting, I'll decide then if I want to dabble with an oil-based clay specifically for mold making. I don't know that it's definitely not necessary, because I can sculpt an original piece with polymer clay and then mold and cast that, and then still retain the original piece, you know? Whereas if you're using an oil-based clay, There's no curing that. So I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. I'll decide as I go. Not too sure. I was young. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. When I was young, the only clay that existed was this, you know? I didn't know anything about anything else. Just this and Play-Doh. Polymer clay and Play-Doh. No, I knew about air dry clay. I just never used it. Um, except for in school. Hmm. I'm gonna get my light. Yep, that's what I thought. All right. I'm gonna try to get this off frame so it's not super intense at the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's about the best I can do. Sorry. Don't mean to blind anyone. But because of the shadows and the depth here, I need to have a little extra light to see in the grooves and Fimo was around when I was young. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know all the different brands, you know. I just used whatever was purchased for me. Beggars can't be choosers and all that, you know. It's part of the reason why when I got back to sculpting in 2022, I started with Sculpey. It's what I knew, you know. And here I am using cosplay, which I'm loving. And that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Let me hold this with my mouth. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I even put paint on this tooth yet. We're gonna take a little stretch break here after I'm done with this top row. You get that line at the top. Okay. That's that for the first coat. I said, so we'll take a little stretch break here. My hands are cramping. We'll get those bottom teeth done. We'll move back to this guy. We'll get our second coat and then second coat. Gum line touch-ups. No. The second coat's done. We'll do our wash, gum line touch-ups, and our varnish. Okay. Ooh, good song. Good song. Anybody got any good fun plans for the upcoming weekend or nah? Just kind of chilling. We're probably going to be dealing with leaves this weekend. Get those out to the road. I will say all the wind that we've been getting lately has really helped move along progress in our trees out front dropping leaves because, man, I tell you, no joke, normally we're waiting until the end of November. And thankfully this year with the wind that we got kind of cleared out most of them. There's still leaves in the tree, but not nearly as much as normal. So that's good. Last thing I want to do the last week of November is deal with leaves. But that's usually how it goes. I'm just going to get a little messy in here. We'll fix it in post when we do our touch-ups, but there's a gap here that really needs to be closed in. So we'll get some of our lighter paint, fill that in, and then we'll correct the shapes with our darker paint, of course. In fact, I don't know, we may change the order around. It may be wise to do our gum line before we do our wash on the teeth. That way, if I do mess up and I have to touch up the teeth, we don't have a mess to worry about, trying to match shading and all of that. This bottom gum line on this one, this was the first pumpkin monster we sculpted this year. And I did things a little bit different with that guy's gum line. This one, this bottom one, it's going to be a little bit tricky to paint. I just got to be careful. Because it's not really an established gum line. It's more of a makeshift. Makeshift gum line. But yeah, Corpse, I think Fimo was maybe the first polymer clay. I'm not entirely certain. But I feel like I heard that somewhere. I've never used the stuff personally. I just never had a reason to, I guess, because I was always just kind of content with Sculpey until I used Cosclay. And the only reason I even gave Cosclay a try is because I was just intrigued by the flexibility of it, you know? Because I've definitely seen where Sculpey can get pretty brittle. And if there was something that could alleviate that risk, I wanted to try it. So I did. And I'm glad I did because I really, really am a fan. Let's go upside down. That's easier that way. Even though this block is super freaking heavy compared to that little wooden base. Getting a little bit goopy on the brush. Working slow like this, I try to rinse my brush every so often just because it starts to get kind of cakey. And before we start our second coat, probably going to throw another drop or two of fluid medium in there. Mix it up again. The changes I made to the second pumpkin were definitely for the better. This isn't terrible, but the other one's definitely easier. All right, one more tooth on this guy. You know what? I'm going to just do this. God, he's so much lighter now. Just taking him off of that. In fact, I don't think it's even really necessary he's on that right now. A little bit of a overlap in those teeth there. Bit of a gap there that needs paint. I'll check the other one after I get this last tooth over here. Oh, we got a little bit of this guy. Apologies, I'm in like super focus mode right now. Didn't mean to get quiet on you guys. Just working in some pretty tough spots, you know. Trying not to mess things up.
Spoon!
Off to the pantomime. Bye-bye for now. Hey, Rose. Be safe, have fun, all that good stuff. Thank you for hanging out with us. And if you make it back and we're still going, I'll see you then, I suppose. Otherwise, you have a wonderful rest of your day. And a wonderful Wednesday, because I won't see you tomorrow unless it's in Andy's stream. And then I will be back on Thursday. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, Rose. Take care and have fun. Check the edges of our big tooth here. I'm not going to try to get between the tooth and the pumpkin. Not going to try that. That's not worth messing it up. We missed the edge of this tooth as well. There we are. Okay. Let's see. Is it Keen Art or Kenny Art? Ken Art? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. You know, we're just going to keep him off the blocks for right now. It's not necessary. Ken Art is fine. All right. All right. Well, welcome in, Ken Art. Davey Rath, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Let's turn this light off. That's not necessary, is it? Not right now, anyway. And we're going to throw a few fluid medium, a few drops in here for our second coat. Your sculpts are amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much. I certainly have fun with it. I enjoy it. And it's been a lot of fun the last 7 months or so doing the streaming side of this. Previously, I was just doing YouTube videos and started streaming my work this year, and I've really, really been enjoying it. How's it going, Davey? What kind of clay do you use? Yeah, Cos clay. Yep. Yep, it's Cos clay. I used to use Sculpey until this spring. I did my first project. I used Cos clay, don't get me wrong. I had Cos clay on hand and I would use it for small bits and pieces that I felt could use the extra flexibility. But I never sculpted entirely with it until this spring I sculpted a jerboa. If if you're familiar with the Ark Survival Evolved games, it was inspired by the creature model in that game. And for that project, I switched over and used Cosplay exclusively and really, really enjoyed it. I've stuck with it since. Still some paint in this. We're getting ready to start a new sculpt next week. And between today and Thursday's stream, we'll be finishing up our pumpkin monsters here. And then as we work through November, I've also got multiple projects lined up through Christmas that we'll start kind of staggering and working on. Like one day we'll work on one, or even maybe split the days a little bit. 2 of them need to be done by Christmas. The one that we start next week is going to be a bit of a bigger one. That we can finish that whenever, but 2 of the upcoming projects are specifically Christmas gifts. So lots of stuff to come. I do like to stick to the spooky stuff, you know. It's definitely something that I enjoy, but we mix some cute things in there, and there'll be some cute things coming up. One of them's like a spooky cute. Spooky cute's always a fun place to be. You know what? We didn't check this guy with the light. I want to check the edges and make sure. Yeah, like that tooth right there. The one thing is yeah, that little inside edge. I did pretty good on this one though. Looks like mostly these 2 big teeth. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Halloween's not quite over yet on our channel here. Spooky season continues for the rest of this week. And like I said, technically the next sculpture could be classified as spooky, but spooky cute. Some of our upcoming, actually both of the projects that need to be done by Christmas. I'm actually really excited to get to use my snow ballast that I've had a container of it for like the last year. It was on sale when I was getting some other ballast and whatnot, so I picked it up because why not? And I've been dying for an opportunity to use it. So these 2 upcoming projects will give me that opportunity. I'm pretty excited for that. Halloween's a way of life, not just a season. I agree. Oof, that could have been bad. Luckily, that brush landed right in the exact spot it should have. Yeah, I agree. We were talking about it. Oh.
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
Another hour has passed us. Wow. We were kind of talking about it yesterday. I would be totally fine with taking Halloween into the Christmas season and having like a spooky tree and all of that, but my partner wouldn't have it. She likes spooky season, but she likes to keep it within the season. And she likes Christmas too much for me to do that. And I like Christmas. It's, like I was saying yesterday on yesterday's stream, I like the holiday, but as I've gotten older, I don't like the way people tend to act around that season. Going to the store, people are just rude and in a hurry. Everybody's stressed out. It's so like commercialized and superficial. It just kind of bums me out. So I don't really have a strong affinity for Christmas these days. It's fine. That spooky season is the best. Okay, we got 25 seconds till the ad break. Let's see, we're on that second thing. Let's rinse this out. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We do have a 3-minute ad break approaching. It's a great opportunity to get a stretch in, which is what I'm going to do. Grab a drink, grab a snack, all that good stuff. Throw in some links to the main YouTube channel, the Discord, and the website in the chat if you would like to check that out. On the website, FeralMoon.studio, you can see all kinds of work and all my social links, and the YouTube channel has all my work in the form of condensed time lapses and showcase videos. So you can check those out if you like, and I will see you guys in just a few after the ad break. Thank you for being here.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
All right, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yeah, it looks like Twitch or the internet's on one again today. Not as bad as yesterday. We don't normally drop frames. The last 2 days we've seen frame drops, so that's definitely internet or Twitch. Not sure which, but it needs to stop. It needs to stop. I think my dog just scared himself. He was sleeping in his bed and hit his paw on the baseboard heater. The house was originally baseboard heat. Now it's not, but we still have baseboard. They still work. It's nice to have a secondary option, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, he hit his paw on it and he just jumped up out of his bed. All right, back to paint and teeth. We were about right here, so I'm just going to kind of go over these two again, work our way over, and then hit the bottom, and then back to this guy for a second coat, and then spot check it. Hey, Ed. Spot check it, and move on to the next step. This paint, if it was just straight out of the bottle, we would do one coat and done. The thing is, with stuff like this, one of the things I've really been focused on this past year is just trying to improve my overall painting. It's where I felt least confident, you know? So I've been trying to like step that up and learn some new tricks and such. So one of the things that I started doing was using a flow medium to thin my paints out, so it's not going on so thick. And it's kind of a double-edged sword, right? Because you get a nice smooth paint finish, but like with your lighter colors like white, oh boy, prepare yourself. You're going to be doing coats and coats and coats. Primers definitely help, which is why I did a primer on these teeth. And why we're getting away with 2 to 3 coats on this. But even the primer I tried to thin out because, you know, it tends to kind of fill in some of the crack details and all of that. So, bit of a trade-off. Smooth paint finish for extra work, you know. But it definitely looks better having a thinner paint. It also helps retain your texture detailing and Trying to get down. There's a few of those little voids between the gum line and the tooth on this bottom row. I just want to get some, again, our lighter color paint in there because it's easier to go over with the darker shade for touch-ups than vice versa. And we're already planning on touch-ups on the gum lines, so we'll cut into that if need be, where it's necessary, and touch it up after the fact. Which will be our next step once we're done with these teeth. And then after we do our touch-ups on the gum line, we'll hit these teeth with a wash or two. And then hit them with our gloss varnish. The resin work that we're going to be doing on Thursday will be just kind of some globs, saliva, around the gum line and the teeth, and maybe some like drool lines a little bit. We're not going to go overboard, but a little bit of added detail with the resin. Yeah, a few little touch-ups here and there. It's nothing too bad. Not too bad. Could certainly be worse. And on to the last few here on this guy. We'll take another little stretch break for my hands because, like I said, trying to do this steady. In the small areas, kind of, I feel more comfortable holding the brush like this, but it definitely is taxing when it gets crampy. All right. 2 more. How's the weather for everybody? It's warm here again today. Almost 80 once again. Or almost 20 Celsius. It's too warm, man. I don't like it. All right, back to this guy in a minute. Whoops. Smoke show. It's not even a showcase video. Okay. Coat number 2 on this guy. Not too bad on the second coat here. All right. I think with the gum line, I kind of want to add a little bit of purple. What we might do is add a dab of purple into that fuchsia color. We've already got um, our reds and pinks in there. And then with the flow medium, it'll kind of let that shine through a bit. We'll hit it before we add flow medium, we'll hit touch up spots and then kind of just go over it and blend with the flow medium mixed in. That should get us squared away. The hell? Oh, that's just a shadow. I was like, why is there like a red spot there? It's just a shadow. Hmm. That was a bit nerve-wracking, just a little bit. Okay, last top tooth. And I'm going to give myself a little stretch break again before we do the bottom row. I'm getting a little bit antsy. I can feel it. That's not good. Okay. Let's take a little break here. We'll come back and do that bottom row. We'll go over it with a light, make sure we've got everything on both of them, and then we'll move on to the gum line from there. Oh, you guys want to see something cool? Here. Those eyes, though. Oh, of course. No. Okay, let's finish this guy up. Also, let's go back to the top down. And I'll go ahead and zoom. Why not? All right. These aren't too terrible. Nice eyes. Thanks, Fire Shadow. I don't get too many compliments. I'm just kidding. Oh. I was like, what the hell is that noise I'm hearing in the background here? And it's Hazel making a racket in her litter box. She's doing better, by the way. If you guys aren't familiar, Hazel is our oldest rat. We have 4, 2 males and 2 females. And our 2 females both had surgeries this past couple months, both of which to remove tumors, because unfortunately, poor rats are very, very prone to cancer and tumors. And the first one we had done, it was an external growth hanging off of her. It was gross. Poor thing was trying to like carry it around. It was just, it was pitiful. So we had that removed. Not too invasive, obviously, because it was outside. And she was fine. Then we got our eldest rat. She had internal growths and a very much more invasive operation there. And really been through it the last month with her. She had her stitches all ripped up. Had to make an emergency run to the vet. And then she's gotten her stitches removed since. But she, over the weekend, had herself bleeding pretty good. Had to play vet / zookeeper, you know. Stop the bleeding, and we used some liquid bandage to close up the wound, and seems like she's doing much better now. Fox coming along nicely. Thanks, Corpse. Having fun with these foxes. You just wait, dude. In a couple weeks, we're going to be really sculpting a fox. Really? Looking forward to it. Yep. Yep, really. It's the super secret Menchie project. Don't tell Menchie. All right. I'm going to hit this with the light on it so I can see all the little spots that aren't quite 100% coverage. I'm not going to worry about that gum line. We'll get that between the wash and the touch-ups. That'll fill that in. Phew. Stressful spots, man. I know that's very unpleasant to look at. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I think our teeth are ready. Well, sorry about that. Didn't mean to shine the camera right at the or the shine the camera. Shine the light right at the camera. um yeah, I think we're going to do our gum line touch up and then our wash. So let's get that prepped and ready. What are we doing on time? Ad starts. Oh, we got plenty. Okay. Let me get our paints for the gum line. And we're going to, this is our primary with a little dab of this. Actually, we're going to start off with just this, not thinned out or anything. And we'll do that for the touch-ups. And then we'll give it a light brushing with the added purple. Okay. Very minimal touch-ups. I did a pretty good job there. Except for, you know, the areas where we had to do a little bit of cut in. That's going to be a bit more, but hands getting shaky. I think that's good on that one. Shaky bakey wishy washy. Yeah, it's getting shaky because I'm getting cramped up from gripping this paintbrush where I am, you know. It's a little bit crampy. Just a little bit. Oh, oh, oh. Shit. Well, that's fine. You got a touch up to do once that dries. It's fine. Few spots here that I want to hit. Just kind of on this bottom gum line. Didn't this song already play? This song literally just played not long ago. YouTube Shuffle really doing wonders over here, you know? Touch up there as well. Yeah, we got a touch up to do on that tooth. The brush slipped a little bit. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't even think I'm going to worry about the purple coat. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, so let's let that sit for a minute. While we do, I'm going to get this guy back on his block. Okay. So that is done. We're good to go there. Let that sit for a few. We got a few more steps today. We're gonna hit the teeth with a sepia wash. We'll mix up here in a minute. And then once that wash dries, we will be doing the teeth. I do a coat of gloss varnish on the teeth, and that should finish us up for the day, unless there's something else that I think of between now and then. Might go in and do a little bit more cleaning on those eyes. It's not 100% yet. I also still need to do that brown line on these eyes. This little circle that surrounds the eyes there. Sepia. A little burnt sienna. A little yellow ochre. Okay. We'll mix our paints first, of course. Dilute it with water. Mix that real well. Or no. Yeah, well, yeah. We'll do it in steps just like we did yesterday. I find if you go straight to alcohol, you get like you tend to get like little particles, little paint particles. That's no good. You don't want that. Do you have a brown paint or do you make your own? I have numerous shades of brown. Yeah. Darks, lights, reddish brown, like this burnt sienna. All right, we need mixing stick. We're gonna go mostly with our base on the ochre. We'll add a drop or two of the burnt sienna. We don't need a lot, so I'm gonna try to mix up as little as possible. We'll see how this turns out. Not entirely sure. Trying a new little mix here. In fact, let's just kind of get that mixed up here. I think that'll be good. Yeah. Might add another drop of that burnt sienna. Yeah, we definitely will. It's a little bit too mustardy right now. We wanted to have more of a prominent yellow than brown, of course, but I don't want it to be looking like mustard, so. Yeah, that's better. Bit of a yellow brown kind of, that's what we're looking for. Darker shades to get down in the cracks and bevels, and the yellow to kind of give it that yellow hue to the teeth. Hopefully that works as intended. We shall see. Put some water in here, mix that up real nice. Then we'll throw some alcohol in there. Yeah, I've got loads of paint because I had paint set. Well, Minchie got me a paint set of paints, and actually multiple sets of paints. And then I've bought some paints that I've needed different colors or base colors for that I wanted. Eventually, I think I'm gonna start replacing them with some other paints to try. Not that I've been displeased with any of the paints that I've used. They've all been fine. But you know, you never know unless you try other stuff. Maybe I'll find something I prefer. Thought about trying that Createx brand. I think that's what they're called, right? Okay. Then on the bottom, we'll do the same. We'll turn it upside down so gravity can help out a little bit. We'll do a little bit of dry brush highlighting as well after the fact. What I'm going to do now is kind of just concentrate on these gum lines. It doesn't come quite through as much on camera, but yeah, it's definitely doing what I hoped it would do. Let's let that guy sit for a minute. Let's go tend to his brother here. Same thing across the top and then back across the whole tooth. getting these cracks is a little bit difficult. All right. I'm going to do this. And the same on the other side. All right, let's focus on the gum line next. Also, that's the wrong brush.
It's time to take a short break.
No.
Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
All right. Cool. Let's get these brushes taken care of. And we got an ad break coming up. And we'll be going into the final hour of stream to finish up a few things here. So they're ready to continue on Thursday. We're going to use our tooth color that we mixed up here. We're going to do some dry brushing, just like real lightly, real quickly over the surface here, just to kind of bring out some tones and highlights on the teeth. And then we'll let that dry, and then we'll be doing our gloss varnish. So, all right. We got about 8 seconds till the ad break. Throwing some links at you in the chat. I'll put the break screen up. It's a great chance to stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do hope you're enjoying. I certainly am. It is productive, and I'm really happy with how these guys are coming along. So I will see you guys after the ads, and we will continue. Thank you for being here. Oh man, future me is gonna want to kill me. Uh-oh, what'd you do? Brandon, what's up, man? Welcome in. Sorry, I was stepped away to the restroom there. Been given my gnome plates. Plates. Oh dear. Oh boy. What, in his beard? That sounds like a lot of fun. You sure you don't want to just cover it in fur texture like my jerboa, Dan? That's a good time. It takes no time at all, I promise. Ben, how's it going, man? Happy Tuesday to you. We got about 35 seconds on the break, and we'll be right back to it. In his hair? Nice, nice. I remember that being a nice, quick process. Yeah, it took no time at all, you know? Doing all right, Gren. Doing all right. Just hanging out, doing art, waiting for America's biopsy results to come back, you know.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
All right. Let's get back to it. Welcome in, folks that are just joining us. And take a look at what we've been up to today. Got the teeth painted, and we just finished doing a wash. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And we're going to do a little bit of highlighting here in just a moment with a dry brush. And then we'll be finishing up for the day with a gloss varnish. And I think I'm going to need a cup for that. I'll just use this. It's fine. Dex, what's up, man? Those pumpkins are looking sick. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah, the wash doesn't, on the teeth there, like it, you can see it's toned down, but you can't quite see like all the wash detail at the gum lines and stuff with the web cameras, but I'm super happy with how these guys are turning out. I really, really am. Really am. So let's get a little paper towel foundation here so it's not bleeding through and getting all over all the things. Hey, look, I voted today. Actually, I didn't. I voted Friday, but there's your reminder. Do the things. Sorry I didn't say hello before. I've been lurking and working for a while. Hey, not a problem, Dragon. I seen you lurking. I seen you. I appreciate it, bud. Nice music today. Thank you. Yeah, this is the Spooky Sculpts playlist we've been listening through Halloween here, and I'm gonna be sad to see it go because I like it. I put this one together, and I've been really enjoying this playlist. Okay. Where's my preferred brush for small space dry brushing? Where did it go? I think this one might do. I'm just gonna have to be super careful. I think it's gonna have to do. This is the one you can tell because it's about to split in half right here. Oh boy. This poor brush. Can super glue fix it, do you think? Oh my. Yeah, that thing is about had it. I think we can manage. Let's find out. Are we going to break a brush today? First one ever? Oh God. I think this brush is about to be retired. Oh God. Yeah, it's like hanging on by a thread. Maybe you go to the trash can. I guess you're gonna have to do the job. Got to be careful not to dry brush the pumpkin, you know? You don't want to do that. Not with this color. All right. Yeah, just a little light highlighting there. Nothing super serious or intensive. Just a little bit to blend that all. All right, I'm gonna need another mix cup. Unfortunately, nah, meh. I'll just use this. No sense wasting a cup. And we're gonna be using the gloss varnish. Actually, we'll start with this guy. Hey, Captain Shires, what's up, man? Welcome in. How we doing today? I hope you're having a better day today than yesterday. I'll just have to remember once I've used everything we need there, I'm gonna wipe that out with a paper towel. Also, I do not want to use my good brushes with this. I'm all right, thank you. Good, good, good. I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Moving right along today. We're doing some of the final steps here for the day. Got these teeth basically done. We're going to be doing the gloss varnish on the teeth and the gum line. And then Thursday we'll hit that gum line with some resin as well. And maybe do a little bit of drooling action going on there. But yeah, other than that, doing pretty good, dude. Just a little sleepy today. I think all the work's been catching up with me here, but I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's kind of nice that this project's kind of worked out the way it has. I've had to kind of pace myself, slow down a little bit, give me a nice relaxed week before we jump into the next project. Lamo Cal, thank you so much for the follow. I hope I said that right. Thank you very much. And I hope you're having a great day. Okay, that should do for the top. Let's flip them over because I like working this way better. Well, let's start with the gum line. Oh boy, I'm about to put that in paint. That is not what I want. Great to see another sculptor. Are you a sculptor yourself? You got it right? Good, good, good. Teeth look amazing. Thank you. This project was a bit of an exercise to be nicer to painting me. I have a tendency to really enjoy making mouth cavities. As you can see, well, you can't really see him too well, but that candy corn back there, he's got a nice big mouth cavity. Super fun to do all the mouth detail and everything. Not so fun to paint, not fun to paint. Unless you make the teeth removable, which I do that from time to time, but I've been trying to not do that if possible. And it certainly makes it a challenge to paint. So these guys, I wanted to, play around with sculpting the teeth that I enjoy sculpting, but make it a closed mouth that's a bit easier to paint. Because I feel like, especially with something like this, the mouth becomes a kind of a focal point on the piece. So I like to go into detail and okay. You sculpt as well? Do you stream? If so, once I get this done, I'll have to drop a follow. I love meeting new sculptors on Twitch and fellow sculptors. Not necessarily new, but you know what I mean. New to me. We don't have a lot of us. There's some really talented sculptors on here. Been streaming for about 5 years. Nice. And you do stream as well. Okay. Yeah, let me finish this guy up. I'll drop a follow. We've got some other sculptors that hang out here as well, if you're familiar. Freaky Deek, Andy Mecca, Gundy, Throw Dan. He's a potter, but he's been doing some ceramic sculpting lately. We've got Pantarius. We've got Carito Caveira. Dragon Skullin, a member of the community, he doesn't stream yet. Dragon. He doesn't stream yet, but he should, because he's an incredible sculptor. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip here, guys. So if I missed anybody, please do forgive me. You know Gandhi? Nice. Yeah, Gandhi's a good guy. Happy to see him getting back to streaming. And granted, it's new to me. I wasn't familiar, you know, with his stream before, but it's good to see he's getting back to it and doing some sculpting and stuff. Try to catch his streams when I can. Lately he's been streaming a bit early. He's been live when I get up in the morning, you know, time zones and all, but I at least try to lurk and hang out with my coffee. All right. Oh, did I get that tooth? Yeah, I did. Okay. I might hit that with another coat. We'll let that dry and see. Doesn't take very long to dry, so switch over to the other camera. I'll tell you too, if you're looking for a nice varnish, this Liquitex, man, I've been very, very pleased with these varnishes. The matte, I ran into one instance, my least favorite project from a couple years back, turned out shiny. It's the only one it happened to, and there was only two variables that I can think of: that I didn't shake this up well enough before applying it, or that the fan was blowing on it and it dried it too quickly. I don't know what it was, but I've eliminated both variables every time I use it now. I turn the fan off if it's blowing on me, and I make sure I shake it well. And like these pumpkins, granted, we did a wash on them, but before we did that wash, I used the matte varnish, and it's a nice finish. I really like this stuff, and the gloss is definitely glossy. It is definitely glossy. Great way to start the day? Yeah, definitely. Yep. And we're also going to be using some resin on the teeth too, like it's specifically at the gum line. You know, it will do some little globs that run down in the teeth. Nothing serious, but I'm thinking about doing a little bit of drool out of the corner of the mouth, or maybe like coming out between one of the teeth or something like that. We'll do that on Thursday though, because we'll be finishing these guys up on Thursday. So what do we have yet to do? Some highlighting, just some dry brush highlighting. I need to go around here with a dark orange brown, just this line that goes around his eyeballs, like right around the perimeter of the eye. I want to make that dark to contrast. And when we do that, I may do a little bit of a light swoosh on this, like on the bag up against the eye, with a little bit of a darker wash, just to kind of get some staining going in there, some shading. Our stems need dark green and a beige dry brushing. Our pumpkin pimples need color and resin. And they're done. And then, yeah, that's... So Thursday's when we will get to all of those steps and finish him up. Because none of that should take very long. It's pretty quick stuff. And if I don't save it for Thursday, we'll have a short stream on Thursday. Yeah. Yep, I think that's probably the best way to go here. For anybody that may be new or just coming in, I don't like to start new projects at the end of the week, so I'm just kind of trying to pace ourselves on this one, so that I finish it up on Thursday, and then Monday we'll start our brand new project. Because normally I would just keep working, you know. Man, I'm so happy with how these have turned out. I really, really am. I like these a lot compared to their predecessor. You know, this was like end of 2022. I just had some clay laying around. I got back into sculpting. This guy's done so wrong. He's super heavy because I think he's mostly solid clay. I don't know what I was thinking. I know to do armatures, but for whatever reason, I think I did a ball and baked it for a core and then just built off of that. But man, he's like a paperweight. So yeah, huge step up. And then going into the next iteration next Halloween, or early next Halloween, because we're going to start these much sooner next year. I've got a few things that I've taken away from this. We'll discuss that though in my post-project posting on the website, where I kind of reflect on a project as it's completed. Lessons learned, all of that good stuff, you know. But yeah, definitely a couple things that I've taken away from this that we will apply to the next iteration. I think as far as teeth go, I think this one's definitely, like, I love this, but as far as like the general form, this was the second one. We did this one first. I freaking love this one. I love it. I also, the eyelids. I love the way I did the eyelids here, but I wish I would have made them blend into this, like this one, you know. But lessons learned, you know. That's the point. That's the point. So yeah, the dark wash really kind of did what I was hoping it would in here with the texture detailing. Same here. We'll hit this with a highlight dry brush. Kind of bring this out some more. I might take a fan brush, same technique, dry brush, and just swoop it with a highlight across each of these. You know what I mean? Sculpt and learn. Yep, that's what this whole thing's about. Just making things and learning things and trying new processes. So super happy with these guys though. Definitely super happy. And I can't wait to finish them up on Thursday. Let me do a quick once over with the light. It'll help me see if there's any spots that I missed with the varnish. But I think I got it all. There you can kind of see the staining on this guy. Kind of. It doesn't really show up really well on webcams. You'll see it better in the showcase video. But anyway, there we go. That is the job done for the day. Let me wipe this varnish out so it doesn't dry. This varnish is not fun to try to clean out of a paint tray. All right. Bots, is that you? Yep, I thought I saw you pop up as I was standing up. Looking good, man. Gave you and Andy a shout out on my stream last night. Of course, no one was watching at the time, and it was literal shout out since I don't use a keyboard, only my phone. I don't know how anyway, but I did. Bots, dude, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Folks, let me do the thing. If you guys were here for our October community showcase, you saw what Bots has been working on lately. A scratch build he's been doing, and it's been a real treat watching him working on this. It's a really cool project. You can actually check it out in the community showcase channel in the Discord, which is linked in the chat, as well as a shout out for Bots to Beast. Be sure to show some love there. Drop a follow, check him out. And as far as community showcases go, that's something we do each month. On the final Thursday stream each month, we set aside the final portion of the stream to take a look at what the community members have been working on over the course of the month, whether it's work in progress or completed projects. We like to take some time to celebrate what everybody's been working on. I'm so over that thing. It's on a shelf in pieces now. In pieces? In pieces now? What do you mean it's in pieces? Don't mind me, I'm just putting some paints away here.
It's alive!
Indeed. Hey, what are you doing? Ed. Anybody want a dog raffle? Anyone? He listens very well, let me tell you. Also, no refunds. I love this new button. Dude, me too. Me too. It was modular, so it comes apart. Okay. All right. Well, that makes me feel better, Bots. I'd hate to see it like something happen to it because it's a really cool build. It really is. I gotta clean up some brushes too. We can hang out while we do that. Rodan's booping people. Booping the pumpkins. Actually shopping for dogs? Don't get a lab shepherd mix. Don't do that. Don't do that. My dog is very needy, very stubborn. He knows the rules, but he's an asshole, so he doesn't listen half the time. You know. Need to find my brush things. I can't find one. Go. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. You put your stuff in a box, a shelf, or a display case of some kind? What do you mean, my projects? I have shelving, like my bookshelf. I've displayed some stuff. I've got a shelf over here. It's just a shitty Walmart bookshelf that I've got our router, my Xbox, you know, our modem, stuff like that. And then it's got some of my work on there. That is actually going to be replaced, whether it's for a Christmas, my upcoming birthday this month, whether it's a birthday gift, a Christmas gift, or I buy it for myself. I found a corner stand. It's glass enclosed and lit up. It lights up, you know, on the inside. I want it. I want one of those. So that was the idea I gave to Minchie for a gift. And if it's not feasible for that, I'm just going to get it for myself because I need something. And to have something enclosed to keep dust away for projects like the jerboa, for instance, would be super ideal. Why is this being a pain? Is this not the right one? It should be the same. There we go. But yeah, it's specifically like, you know, the jerboa, for instance. I want to get that thing in something that keeps the dust off of it. Let's hop over here actually for folks that are new. Down in the bottom right, you can see a slideshow there with some of my work, and the jerboa will pop up in there as well. Multiple pictures. I've wanted to get a display case for the jerboa, but finding one is difficult. Finding one that's not garbage is nearly impossible. Especially at that scale. You know what I mean? I thought I found something in the form of a football display case, but it was like $100. I ended up getting it on sale for 50% off, so it was still $50. And I bring it home and I take the cellophane off, and the top glass panel was laying in the bottom. The hinge little clips were busted. And that's about the time I discovered this thing is an overpriced actual piece of garbage. So I took it back and got my money back. And I haven't really looked for display boxes since then. And I opted for looking for a cabinet instead. I'm looking at a German Pinscher. They're so expensive, $2,500. That's cheap, not Doberman. German Pinscher. I don't know if I'm familiar. Oh, well, it happened, folks. It happened. Rip this paintbrush. It got us through. Hey, that's a Fanta Story brush. I didn't realize that. Huh. That brush has been through absolute hell and back. All of these orange ones have, to be quite honest. They've been good brushes. I've just put them through absolute hell. And that's why I got this new set, which they're golden maple brushes. And I'm really, really liking these to the point where I'm probably going to buy another set of wider brushes, because these are all pretty much just fine tips. With the exception of that wedge that I had with that fine tip brush there. I end up getting another miniature pincher, own like 5. I think we're done with dogs after our dogs, honestly. I have an anxiety disorder. It ends up coming out in the dogs as separation anxiety, and my dog is terrible with separation anxiety. And that just like stresses me out more. So, yeah. Happy early birthday. Thank you. I wouldn't even acknowledge or celebrate my birthday if Minchie didn't insist. All right. I think we are mostly cleaned up. These guys are ready for Thursday. What dimensions is the jerboa? I don't, it's something like, I have it written down somewhere, dude. I don't remember. I think he's like 12 inches, 13 inches high. The base is probably 6 inches because it's no more wider than the wooden base that he's on. And then lengthwise, I want to say he's like 8 to 9 inches. He's a big boy. The next project we're gonna do is gonna be a little bit bigger too. And I can't freaking wait. You guys have no idea. I can't freaking wait. It's gonna be fun. We're all right. You know what? We've had behind the scene. What was that? Twitch dashboard being weird. Sorry. Anyway, folks with subscribers and Patreon members have had a heads up. They already know what's coming. We're sculpting a stylized black cat. I've been wanting to do a black cat sculpt for some time, and I just never got to it, and it seems like the perfect time to do it right now. To start as a mid-sized project that I can eventually, you know, we can focus on it specifically for like a week or two, and then start staggering it with the upcoming Christmas, the upcoming projects that I have planned for Christmas gifts that absolutely have to be done by Christmas. But I'm not ready to start just yet because it's too early to be sculpting snow stuff. We'll wait till, we'll probably start, so we'll start the cat next week. We'll devote the entirety of next week to it, if not the next week as well. And then we'll start staggering in the super secret Menchie project. And then as we get into December, we're going to stagger in another project, which is going to be an homage to my grandfather's work. Specifically, some snowman carvings that he did. And I want to kind of recreate and do my own twist on that, you know? A lovely polar bear project. Yes, yes. Yeah, check this out. Hold up. That's a lot of cocaine. I'm just kidding. It's snow ballast. I can't wait. I've never gotten to use this. So that should be fun. That should be fun. I don't know about you guys. Oh yeah, Lamo Cal, let me make sure I follow you too, by the way. Got sidetracked. All right, that is done. I will check you out when I catch you live, man. But yeah, other sculptors out there, anybody else love working on bases for their sculpts? I freaking love it. It's like one of my favorite parts, especially depending on the project. But like getting the opportunity to play around with like flock and ballasts and stuff like this and just really bring the scene to life is so much fun. And I got this stuff on sale when I was buying my, it was actually when I bought the same style container of my static grass. And I was like, well, it's on sale. I may as well get it. I'll use it at some point, right? And I haven't got to use it yet. So I'm looking forward to playing around with that. We've used some dirt ballasts, we've used sand ballasts, and it's all been a good bit of fun. But yeah, let me get these gloves off because that is all for us today. And we'll take a look and see who we can go say hello to. I'll pull up the browser and take a look. Who's streaming? So if you guys don't mind hanging out, we got a few yet. You know, we're not. Oh, Andy's live. Well, shit. So normally we raid other art streams, right? There's a few exceptions. For instance, if Menchie's ever streaming, we have to raid Menchie. We'll have to take that opportunity. But Mr. Andy Mecca is a sculptor here on Twitch, and on Tuesdays he does some gaming. And today he is playing some 7 Days to Die. He's live now, so we're gonna go say hello to Andy Mecca. Again, he's normally sculpting. Andy's an awesome guy. I highly recommend checking out his stream. and maybe gaming's not your thing, but definitely drop a follow and come back and check out the sculpting because it's a great time. Andy's one of the reasons why I'm streaming here on Twitch. He really kind of inspired me to give it a try because I was, like I said, I was just doing the YouTube thing. In fact, I thought that trying to stream and work sounded terribly like I didn't think I'd be able to do it, you know. Trying to stream and pay attention to chat and focus on my work sounded like something entirely impossible. But I'm glad I gave it a shot because this has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy this. So, but yeah, thanks for stream throw, Dan. Thanks for being here, bud. I appreciate it. We're going to hop over here real quick. Got some thank yous and we'll get the raid calls out. We had an offline follow, Ragnar's Carvings. I actually stumbled into his stream last night from recommended channels on Twitch and dropped a follow there. He followed back, so thank you for that. Ken Art, thank you so much for the follow. Davey Rath, thank you for the follow. Lamo Cal, thank you for the follow. And thank each and every one of you that have been hanging out today and joining in on the conversation. I appreciate you tremendously. You guys are what makes this fun for me. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I do, because I really enjoy your company and our conversations. So thank you for that. I appreciate you being a part of this community. Lurkers, that includes you. Lurking is a huge, huge support, and I appreciate you tremendously. So thank you for that. Thanks for the streamio. Not a problem, Corpse. Thanks for being here, bud. Appreciate it. Real quick, I'm going to throw some links, and then we'll get those raid calls out. First and foremost, the YouTube channel. Thank you for the stream, Linecraft, dude. Thank you, bud. Thank you. And folks, linked in the chat there is Linecraftery. There's a shout out. Linecraftery is a traditional pen and ink artist, incredible artist. Definitely check him out. Show some love, drop a follow, and check out his work. You won't be disappointed. It's incredible stuff. And then right above that is the main YouTube channel. Like I said before, you can find my work over there in the form of condensed time lapses and showcase videos. You can also join us in the Discord, and we'd love to see you there. That's linked in the chat. You can show off your work in there. Let us know when you're going live, all that good stuff. Plus, it's the best place for updates on the channel, the stream, the schedule, all that, and more. And then there's the website. Last link, I promise. FeralMoon.studio. You can see all the things, including all my social links. That's the best place for everything. Right there. FeralMoon.studio. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. Dex, man. Shires, thank you guys for being here. Apologies, it's a bit of a shorter stream today, but you know, we're pacing ourselves for the workload, and Thursday we will work until it's done. So I will see you guys back here then. Non-subs, there's a raid call in chat for you. Hey, no, Dex, you didn't get here late. You got here when you could, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It was good to see you. Thank you for swinging through. And then right above Dex's message there, the message from Atticus with the little bombs, that's for non-subs. The one in chat just now with the red moon, that's the subscriber raid call. Get those ready to go. When we go over to Andy's channel, throw those in the chat. Make some noise. Give a nice hearty hello. If you like what you see, drop a follow. If not, hey, it's always fun to meet others here on Twitch. No harm, no foul. And I certainly appreciate you joining us for the raid and showing support for a fellow creator. I'm going to cue that up now. I need to start doing this sooner, but it kind of kills my chat window and all of that, so... Which is a very boneheaded decision on Twitch's part. I don't know what they were thinking with this, but whatever. That can be said for a lot of things. But anyway, guys... Raid's queuing up. I will see you guys on the other side of the raid. Thank you again so much for a wonderful, productive stream today. I appreciate you being here. Hope to see you in the Discord. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, a fantastic Wednesday. No stream for me on Wednesdays unless it's a pop-up stream, but I'll be back at it around 11 noon Eastern on Thursday, and I will see you then. So take care, have fun, keep creating, and I will see you guys on the other side of the raid. Get those raid calls ready. And I'll see you later. Bye, guys.